What?
Yeah, I'm trying to watch the Redskins.
Dreadful Breeze. He's up. What's up?
He just cold Sean Taylor. You gotta kill him.
I'm trying to watch that.
Yeah, I put the broadcast up.
What the fuck, man? And what type of
Oh, that's 6, bro.
That was the stupidest fucking throw. He threw it behind this nigga, bro.
We're back on the run like a track meet.
Funny as fuck. Oh yeah, the broadcast up.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders.
Yeah, I got this.
Seems like we were just starting training
down.
camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gators. Got nothing to ready.
They'll begin the drive with Sproles. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go one more. Hey, switch gears.
Now it's Sproles. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
They got the cigarette in my boy's mouth.
On the double. 57 to Mike. 61. Matchbox lights. We take the win. Check safety. Hey, seam 6.
Really cool.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back on their heels.
Damn, that's crazy.
Fucked up, I got you and Smoke in my league, my division.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And fantastic Optimistic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
Ready? 18 gainer. Recon, 132 fighter.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. Looking end zone, but it's
This is not, bro. That was so good. I had it wide
There
open,
wasn't a
bro.
hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more
He wouldn't
careful.
let me
Yeah,
pass
fortunately for him,
sooner.
got
Like,
a
I
couple
pressed
more
A.
downs to play with.
Come on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Rivers. It's caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can right foot in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. And the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
6-6, bullet high. Back up.
4th down, Rivers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off.
I was hoping your eyes won't come
So
out
the
there.
first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down in this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Don't turn this way.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Let's go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. And that pick just sets them up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D-linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Break. Switch up.
Every time I don't pick one guard, I should eat
That's
it.
going to be caught
Touchdown,
by
man.
Gonzalez for a Chiefs touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go. Do it. Down.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I could trade you Macau.
Send it to the Patriots.
Macau.
He called you?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Gosh, Macau, man.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak
talking
of.
to you when I said I was
1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. And you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised
This
now.
nigga did not
Little bit of
slide.
pressure going to the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Nigga did not slide, man.
And that will be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
But
Nowhere
Darren
to go
Sproles,
at
this is
all
not
on that
happening.
first down.
Somebody had to enter my
Run
goal.
to him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
To throw, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
This will be fielded at the 17. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 36, Rivers.
Hey, you gotta see this, bro. You gonna hold the ball even longer. That's just stupid.
That is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Rivers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off at the 49. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So that is 3.
Certain.
Interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
On second down, it's Green, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. From the gun, Rivers. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter.
He's put a spy on me.
Picked off at the 11. And a big
had no reason to put those
guys will
flags.
get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. 6-0 our score after 1.
What am I doing, bro? I'm really...
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Collins from the gun, he'll throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jordan. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Don't let them get outside. Come on, Madden. Top with the ball.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Alpha.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Oh my God.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Go. Hey, Sue.
You gotta pick that, homie.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Get in the weight room. Get fired.
Operating from the gun, Collins. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. Johnson, the intended target. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Rivers now. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15.
Yeah, I figured you was going to fall. Oh, no.
Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now.
I'm gonna lie to you, the last season was better. I ain't gonna lie to you, coach. Yes, man. Destroyed me with that, man. I can't do nothing.
And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Oh. Nah.
No, I swear it ain't. That ain't it, coach. That ain't
The
it.
Raider offense set to get this drive started. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Collins is going to let this one go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. 84 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. The point after is good, and it's now 13-7. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tap.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack, Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot. And now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mike 51. Watch the run. They're running it. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now Collins operating from the gun. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. From the gun, Rivers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
You don't have to win the 40-yard dash to still have good mobility. How about him getting outside of the pocket, throwing on the run, and picking up a 1st down?
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Oh my God! I can't, bro. This QB, man.
Come on. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Damn, bro.
Hey, Echo. 51. Hard. Ready?
Throwing is Collins. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Shit is really stupid, man.
Check 99. Kill. Hatchet.
Hey, wahoo!
2nd and 2. There goes a deep ball, end zone.
Man, they just lame, man. That was supposed to be a setup. That was really supposed to be a setup, man.
As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the
really
Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando.
Hey.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely
Set up right there, man. You know that was supposed to be a
They always
play.
tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Rivers to throw it. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, Delta.
Operating from the gun. Rivers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. A big play there for KC. 49 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, Rivers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Given 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground.
I was hoping you were going to catch on to it. No cap.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and very short. Rivers. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. It's the fullback. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking at
I ain't gonna count. You did call it, though. As soon as you called it. No, it was the post. As soon as you called it. I knew you was gonna. As soon as you called it, bro, it was over with. I ain't care. I stopped what I'm doing.
Is my receiver injured or something?
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
My number 3, he injured?
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out.
And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so in the second.
But they so lame.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, box drop.
Off the play fake here, Rivers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first, this one from 38. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in these last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Hey, here's Collins looking to throw on second down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35.
Oh.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
That's not PR.
Let's go now. It's 18 Gators.
Bro, I can't do shit without a put it back.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Shit,
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big time play?
On the money, threw it behind him.
Collins
hit his shoulder pad. I saw
and that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
This nigga's getting hit by Sean Taylor, bro. Not giving it up.
Ready, break.
Silver.
Go. Strong right.
4 down. Check. 4 down. Watch 82. He likes to sneak out late.
Go.
82. Check Mike 99.
5.
Collins operating from the gun. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
Come on, please.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Let's go, D. 6 guys.
Rivers now from the 50. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Matter with a drunk man.
Long following the holding penalty.
6-6, pull it high.
Operating from the gun. Rivers. And his throw here's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
We got 4. Under 10.
I can't even pause it. Hurry up. Hurry up, man.
Check 4.
Yes. Check 3. 218, chop.
Show it up.
Yo, go.
Reset.
Get it.
Again, it's Rivers. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
We on offense, man.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Now. Hey, Charlie.
4 down. Check Mike, man. Go.
On 1st and 10, Collins toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Bravo.
Troy.
Check Mike, man.
Now Collins to throw again. Johnson's got it complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. A little tough on the secondary there in zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about
what is this? Like, why my whole entire line just got smushed in?
Drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on.
I don't know what it is.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Collins escaping the pressure right. He's got a man complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gordons get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
64, weak. Hey, exit.
Check Mike, 9-9, Mike, 9-9. I got it. Check Mike, 9-9, Mike, 9-9.
Bro, you said.
Go.
Check Mike, 9-9, Mike, 9-9.
Snap.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
That's not Peter.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. It's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
What is this?
As his guys are in for 6, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away.
Damn. Already fucking losing.
This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Oh.
Thank you. Oh. You let me click off, man.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times, the punter goes to something that's all sweaty. You may need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Watch the slip, watch the slip. 36.
And again, this time to the tailback. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
They go play action here on first down. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Ready, set.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. 70, Indy.
He was trying.
Tight dog. Hey, block it. Deep grip.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Rivers. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Good game, baby.
Yeah, good game.
Play action now. Rivers. He'll buy some time
They
right.
can't throw not one fucking ball.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20.
What a Steelers nigga at? Fuck,
Well
use my real
executed,
red
22-yard gain.
With this for 29%. Like, nigga, you suck. Fuck Fitzpatrick, bro.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
From the gun, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play of the football there, and it's second down.
I was lagging too.
That would have been a...
Yeah, I was lagging with you.
Great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
From the 21, it's second and 10. To throw again. Rivers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
What is this, man?
And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. The Chiefs on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. They go play action. Rivers going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down?
He
No,
brought that
it's
dumb safety over there. I mean, that dumb
I
corner
remember
over. That's what messed it up. You so low motion.
Corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by. And these corners been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Humphrey can't guard Tyler, that's why.
Hey, what?
That was real. I seen that in
The
real
Oakland
life.
offense about ready to start this next drive.
I seen that in real life.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They
Yeah,
had
you
a great
good,
air
bro.
attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
On the ready.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19,
Tyler
and the
Goddard.
road gets a bit tougher from here.
Tyler Goddard.
Yep. Motion. Snap.
They'll run it now out
Humphrey
of the
just
gun.
can't. He just got to play better
They go to the
defense, bro.
30, and all the way up to the 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer.
He got
for
blown
third
out.
down.
Time to play start.
I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some
What you say?
confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't
I
it?
ain't hear what you
You
said.
hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Marshawn going to beat you.
Hey, Wahoo!
Go ahead and go home, Ravens. Go home.
Throwing is Collins.
Didn't need no S factor
Third
too.
down.
Yo.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Porter. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what we call yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Thank you.
A tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Hey, Delta.
This is just, I don't get it.
50 seconds to Mike.
I go to practice for a reason. Get better.
Check. Lucky.
I'll be the same person.
Throwing on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it.
They're going no Marshawn name.
Excellent field position.
They're going no Marshawn name.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7.
Operating from the gun. Rivers. He'll rifle this. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped.
It don't matter. He lost his edge factor anyway.
Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy.
I just be going by next
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. Collins over the middle, and
I think he was 5 yards.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. Jordan. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come run up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
They got one of the best. What are you talking about?
Check 52. Check. Leo.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Clowney?
And he'll be brought
to the house?
As a face mask.
For what reason?
The officials so
that runner
nowadays,
win you games,
pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands.
You gotta know how to pass the ball like I do.
5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not.
Take notes.
Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Y'all know how to pass that ball like me, bro.
Throwing on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. And that'll wind up incomplete.
Hey, nobody wants to
try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Check back. Check Mike.
Topper.
Quick the edge. Come. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
Just in the middle of the back.
Hey, you want to start a new game?
On 2nd down. It's Jordan, and that'll.
It look like you don't got no chance
This
again, bro.
time they're able to get him behind the line.
21, bro. Sure you don't want to start him again.
He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed
Ain't no
to
Ravens
block
just got kicked out
the
the
ones
playoff.
helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just
Seahawks
double
defense.
him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
Now a shot taken on third down.
Hey,
It's going to
I
wind
really
up
flipped my
incomplete.
play. I ain't know what to
He
do. I
steps
thought
into
he
this
messed
one,
up.
and this is a rocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch.
Yeah, he
hands,
lost his
first
head.
and 10.
They already lowered his stats. Stats poop now.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Rivers will be onside. It's complete. He's got it.
Rivers with the dot.
All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go.
That Seahawks defense, bro. That Seahawks defense, bro. That Seahawks defense, bro.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball.
Defense unstoppable, bro.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Defense golden, bro.
And he will find his man on the outside.
You got Mark Ingram. What you talking
First
about?
down at about the 38.
He got 1,000 rushing yards.
Third down conversion.
More than that. They was the most. The Ravens had the most rushes in the league. What you talking about? What you smoking? What you smoking, bro?
So here's a first
Got
and
one of the
10
best
at the
teams.
38. Rivers. He's going to fire one deep.
They got two
middle of
good
the
run
field.
backs, Lamar Jackson
And
and
this is
Martin.
going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 20.
He is a
The
running
return
back.
will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And
Sure,
that
bro,
gives him
everybody
now
look.
3 interceptions
Send me
in the
invite.
game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game.
Yo,
So
he a
let's
wide
make someone
receiver with
get
that
3
much
into
speed.
the
They don't need no
contest.
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
Then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Send me the invite, bro.
On first down.
Oh.
And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up
All
by
you
the
gotta do
Chiefs.
is go to the
Down
party and-
numbers. There he
Jeez.
goes. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it. And they take the lead.
Roll gotta get his dub playing me again.
On the extra point.
Roll gotta get his dub playing me again. Rematch.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Roll gotta get his dub
So
playing me
here's the
again.
kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded at the 8.
Yeah, I'm glad I got that linebacker score.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Yeah, my broadcast up again for the other league.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. The Raiders got to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. A big hitter to start the drive has him out near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps and allowing him to run with him stride for stride.
And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Collins throwing on 4th down. Looking left side. It's Francis. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
You snapped way too fast.
With just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
That's why I'm dumb fast. This man, he's finna lose.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Big series right here. You gotta step it up. He's checking. Go.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete it.
Oh, they blessed me.
Slat.
That's like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes,
they kind of love me right now. I don't know why.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete.
Wow.
Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throw left side complete. That's Francis. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Huh?
Recon, 132 fighter. Yep.
Baltimore got the big name.
Hey, Team 6. Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And
yo, where's this nigga at, bro? What the fuck?
I mean, the offense ain't looking good. Thank you. Well, I know what you're going to do. But you do the same
I read a whole other coming through, man.
You do the same stuff. Like,
pass on 1st down that leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, I sure don't. I keep it simple and still be scoring on y'all, ain't it?
He's back to throw.
It's
To
so
the end
simple.
zone, but it's incomplete.
So simple.
They
You
were
can't
looking
stop.
for Johnson that time, and now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
No clue.
Hey, when he ain't doing nothing, I always got somebody to go to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And
my
this
little
is
play.
incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play.
Yeah, and
they
got you on the last play for real.
Well, Charles, exciting to the very end.
still
That's what
about
we
to
just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right? Where you get a little bit
Not
of
used
extra,
to this
and you
team.
get a
That's
chance
why
to
you ain't
do a
good.
couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
You want fun?
But it's the person with the most turnovers.
It'll be a
wins the
500
game.
start as the win gets them back
the
to
person with
2-2.
Fewest turnovers
Next
in the
week
game.
with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile,
Nah,
for
me.
That's the only way you about to get out this
defeat is
hole.
their first
I
of
got
the
a few
year as they
turnovers.
drop to
Yeah.
3-1, and they'll look to get back on track next week as
You
they
ain't
travel to
listen.
Denver.
No.
Yeah,
I forgot. I don't know the most turnovers. Nah, few
That's good
turnovers.
for us.
Oh,
I'm
man.
Ignorant,
bro.
alongside
I had fewer
Charles
turnovers than
Davis.
you.
Thanks
You
for
had
your
7
crew
turnovers.
as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Give me that, you butt. Shut up, stop talking to me.
Yeah, really.
Freaking weirdo. You weirdo. Dang it, bro. You weird.
I'm saying.
You a weirdo, bro. Give me that, bro. Don't talk to me like that.
Yeah, low key.
Get quiet. Get quiet. Get a new team, it don't make no difference.
Oh, this nigga. Oh,
Thank you.
really
Yeah.
Thank you.
I feel.
Man, this man Ro come here talking to bit talk. He don't remember not to talk this. He must have forgot who I am. I'm not no ordinary person. I make magic happen. You ain't getting the ball. I don't hold R2.
That ain't on speed don't mean nothing, bro.
You know, it hurts you.
Yeah,
to say
that
that.
speed don't mean nothing if you ain't
It
returning
hurts.
that.
It hurts. All your defense doing the work. All your defense doing the work. So easy. So easy. So simple. Hey, Marshall gonna get his yard. He gonna eat. He always got buffet on his plate.
I just lost Darren Sproles to 5 weeks.
Oh,
You causing?
Hey, who got old time as a
I
friend,
don't know
bro?
what
What's
to say,
this
man.
nigga on, bro?
Russell delivered. Russell is delivering.
hey, it's good because I'm going to sleep. Hey, man.
Marshawn, you got it, bro.
Take a sip of some more liquor. It'll make you forget, man.
You got it.
Forget this even happened. That's the highest scoring game. We had the highest. Well, one of the highest scoring games. Highest scoring game.
They holding my boy Marshawn, bro.
Hey, the Redskins got held to 2 points. That's famous and dreadful.
Old Town, I'm searching again. Hey, yeah.
Shoot. That's why I like
Nah,
practicing.
it's not.
Learning more about the game.
It's not putting us
Learning
in the
more.
section.
Bro, you should try it. Try learning. Go to
Hey,
practice.
I'm finna close out Old Town. I'm finna close out Old Town.
Fuck, man, I love you though. I love you though. I love you. Hey, if I would have had Josh McCown, you probably would have won. Okay. Okay. Hey, I said hit that guy right there. Yo. Go ahead, what you waiting on? I said, what you waiting on?
You gonna punt it? You gonna punt it? No.
Hey, yeah, but at the end of the season, if you don't find find the quarterback, if we both don't make the playoffs, then I'm seeing you to trade you for Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, he's so simple.
He flew straight though.
So simple. Huh.
But Stewart, gotcha. What happened? What happened?
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you. Life
And this man got 3 receptions and 2 TDs. How is that possible? Yes, bro. You only targeted this nigga 3 times. What the fuck? No. I ain't gonna. He made it.
One play. That easy it is. Really that easy. That's how easy. It ain't much to it. It's just one play. That's
Man, he don't know Randy Moss.
I do this on off. Nothing to.
I'm searching again.
Hey, ask who the Cowboys at. Yeah, I ain't seen that in a while. Yeah.
It feel like Chris.